What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here, and today I want to talk about a AR you can get in the Festival of the Lost loot pool. So there's 3 weapons you can get, and one of them is this weapon, Horror Story. Now this is not a new weapon by all means, but it is a fairly good PvE weapon to use. Now we are not going to be talking about this weapon in PvP because as it stands now, the sandbox is completely decimated for all auto rifles. Like, don't really use them. I mean, you could, you might have some luck, but at the same time, pulse rifles and hand cannons are the king of the meta. Even SMGs to a certain extent. We'll go over that in other videos, but yeah, auto rifles have no place in the meta for PvP, so we're not going to waste our breath and talk about it there. But again, this could be an option in the future, but I don't really see how. So with that being said, let's talk about this weapon and its archetype. Now, the reason why I don't think it'll be a good thing in the future is it is a precision frame archetype. So that means it is a 450 rounds per minute assault rifle, and that's never really been good in PvP in Destiny 2 so far. So again, that's kind of why I go back and saying why you don't want to use this weapon for PvP, because again, it's probably not going to be good for a while. So we'll go, yeah. Just say that. So let's talk about some of the roles you can get for this weapon, and they're fairly good for PvE. Now we have Demolitionist and Sympathetic Arsenal. Now for me, I love Demolitionist. It is a great perk for this assault rifle. And the next row over, we have Killing Wind, Outlaw, and Subsistence. Now Subsistence is what I have personally for PvE. I just love, defeating enemies, partially reloads the magazine, and especially for this archetype that has a low magazine size, 32 compared to some other assault rifles, it is a fairly good choice to pick up, and I like the perk a lot for auto rifles. We have Tactile Mag and a Flared Magwell as, very solid options, but you can also run a Pendant Mag and Extended Mag for PvE options. And for sights, we have the Red Dot Micro, we have Clean Shot IS, and we have Hit Mark IS. Now the roles I have specifically: Demolitionist, Subsistence, a Pendant Mag, and Tactical Mag, and then I have Clean Shot IS and Red Dot Micro. Now these are solid perks in general, and this is probably a very solid role. Actually, this is a really good role. What am I kidding? This is also my first role I got for this weapon, and it was godly. So that was pretty incredible, pretty insane. I can't believe I did get that. But yeah, this is a very solid PvE weapon to use. Now let's talk about some things you do want to use this kinetic weapon for. So if you guys are doing basic ad clearing and need a an anti-barrier option for this season, auto rifles do have the anti-barrier mod for champions, so this is a good option for those modes, and it is pretty good for clearing out ads. Now if you add a minor spec mod to it and you do a little bit more bonus damage to those ads, again, this is another way to better this weapon itself. There is also the reloader for the auto rifles of greatly increasing the reload time. So again, that's why you kind of don't even want Outlaw. That's why Subsistence is so great. You get ammo per kill, and then you get a very fast reload, and based on the magazines you can just get even faster reloads if you don't want to use that perk itself. So this weapon is very set for a lot of good things in PvE this season. Now in future seasons, we don't know. A lot of champion mods need to be rotated in and out, and we'll see what the auto rifles in the sandbox do in general. Again, maybe on face value, auto rifles aren't the best option for PvE activities, but for the most part, this is one of the rare few cases that this weapon is a solid choice. Now, is it better than some SMGs I've been using for PvE? Probably not, but those SMGs have been in the energy slot, so that definitely messes up my loadout for PvE and my selection there. But again, this is the kinetic slot, so if you guys have a solid energy secondary that you want to use for damage, Lorenz Driver or any other fusion rifle, to make use of particle destruction, yes, this is a good option to fill that PvE rollout. But again, well, like we said before, don't try this in PvP. 450 auto rifles are not favored at all. There's a much better plethora of options out there, and in general, they've never really been good as it stands. But yeah, with that being said, guys, you guys want to get this weapon, just pretty much farm Festival of Lost Horror Sectors. This is the main way of getting them. I have not seen them drop in any other capacity, so do keep that in mind. Again, Horror Sectors are pretty easy, you go through them, you do them pretty quickly, so getting this weapon is not going to be hard at all. But yeah, with that being said, guys, this is all I gotta say on this one. Let me know what you guys think about the roles. What are your roles you got or are looking to get, if you guys have any? If you guys also enjoyed this video, definitely drop this video a like, helps out the video a lot. If you guys are new here and want more content from me, whether it's Destiny 2 or any other game I cover on the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. But with that being said, guys, that's all I got for this one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.